Jules Kounde, a French international who is 23 years of age, 70 kgs of weight, and 1.78 meters tall, has joined Barcelona, and it's a here we go. And FABRIZIO Romano has confirmed to us that he has officially joined Barcelona in there for you. He makes really a very good addition to the Barcelona side because it looks like they looked shaky into that game against Juventus when they really conceded 2 goals against Juventus, and the game ended all draw in favor of both teams in there for you. But he has joined a side which goes by names of Barcelona in there for you from Sevilla. Chelsea finally has been beaten a hammer blow, and they are nursing their wounds. I don't know when they're really going to wake up in there for you. And this person or player, Jules Kounde, very good on the ball, confident, and really good at tackling and duels in there for you, has joined Barcelona on a permanent deal into this summer transfer window. He adds himself to the many that Barcelona has signed, and he's the second central defender Barcelona is signing. Remember, they signed Christian Eriksen from Chelsea on a free, and now they brought in Jules Kounde to a side which goes by names of Barcelona. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I go by the names of Rokani David, and as you know, this is the channel that brings you latest news and information as far as this channel is concerned in there for you. Let's go into this story that has been brought us by FABRIZIO Romano. Mr. Here we go. Now, FABRIZIO Romano has told us that official confirmed Jules Kounde has joined Barcelona on permanent deal from Sevilla. Barcelona and Sevilla have reached an agreement for the transfer of Jules Kounde, awaiting the player passing a medical and signing of contracts in there for you. Both clubs confirm in there for you. So the deal is finally done and dusted, and now the player is now a Barcelona player, and Xavi is so much excited in there for you to see if they've gotten this kind of deal in there for you. It's like 50 million guaranteed fees and 10 million pounds of add-ons. That's what the deal is all about today, and Jules Kounde is finally a player for a side which goes by the names of Barcelona in there for you. Let me show you how he really played last season for a side which goes by names of Sevilla into this game of football, and you will know that he's a kind of player that Barcelona has really signed that is really worth it. When you look at a side which goes by names of Sevilla, he played 32 games in the league, 2 goals scored and 1 assist in there for you, meaning that he's not an injured prone player. Out of the 38 games, he managed to play how many? 32, meaning that he missed out on 6 games in there for you because and by the way, he missed like 4 games because of a yellow card. Sorry, red cards. He got 2 red cards. That's why he really got out of the game. So it shows you that he would have played close to 36 games of the season in there for you. Now, in the UEFA Europa League, he played 4 games in there for you, and in the Champions League, he played 5 games for Sevilla, meaning that he played a total of 43 games for a side which goes by the names of, I think 43, because this is 5 plus 4, that is 9. He played 41 games in there for a side which goes by names of Sevilla. That is a man who goes by names of Jules Kounde, and he got a red card. When you look at his record of red cards, he got a red card. Last season, he was so much bad. He got 2 red cards in the season. So it shows you that it was really so much bad. I saw one when he was really sent off. It was not really convincing. So I think Xavi needs to work a lot on the discipline of this player who goes by the names of Jules Kounde in the field. But Jules Kounde is really a proven player, and he's really great at what he does in the game of football in there for you. Now, after signing him, FABRIZIO Romano went ahead to tell us that Xavi, the manager of Barcelona, told Jules Kounde that his partnership with Ronald Araujo can be one of the best in the world. Now, I'm so much worried of how Barcelona is really going to stand in the central defense, because it looks like they're really having very many players in there for you. When you look at a player who goes by the names of Christensen, Garcia, Gerard Piqué, Araujo, they even said Frankie de Jong is going to play the central defense. Now they have close to 5 central defenders. I don't know how he's really going to pick his team in there for you, but what shows that a team is really good and so much ready to compete is having lots of quality in every department of the game: defense, midfield, and the attack. You get? So I think for that, Barcelona is good to go onto that in there for you. So we continue to be told after him signing that Man City tried to sign Jules Kounde, but the player chose FC Barcelona. That is El Piqui from France. from France. This is L'Equipe from France. You know them very well, and you don't really have to doubt this because the player is a French international, and you know very well last summer when Chelsea was really in need of this player, L'Equipe reported that Jules Kounde has not yet returned to Sevilla because he's in France waiting for that deal to mature or materialize. But Chelsea really never failed to meet the realistic evaluation of Sevilla. And by the time they really went in, I think the player had known that Chelsea didn't need Milemi to side, which goes by the names of Barcelona. But when you look at Man City, because of the injury that Ruben Diaz had last season, I think Pep Guardiola is now totally worried about how he's really going to go through this season. Because if at all Ruben Diaz was really fit and played in those 2 games in the semi-final against Real Madrid, I really believe that he would have played a very big impact for Man City to go into the finale. So he really believes that he needs another central defender with Nathan Ake on the line and one of those defenders that he doesn't use more regularly, which goes by names of Man City. So I think his interest in Jules Kounde might have been really genuine. But they are told they're really working in for a deal for Pau Torres. So Man City are really trying to strengthen themselves again. They really believe that they should get in a player who goes by the names of Pau Torres because Jules Kounde has really snapped them. But I'm also having a belief that Arsenal might go in for Nathan Ake because they are looking for a left-footed central defender, and Man City is one of those places that they really get in players very much cheaply in the for you. Now, Catalonia Radio tells us that Jules Kounde will not be Barcelona's last signing this summer. Oh my God. Talking of the signings that Barcelona has brought in, they first signed Christensen, Frank Kessie, then they really signed Ousmane Dembele, those are 3, Rafinha 4, Lewandowski, those are 5, and now Jules Kounde, those are 6 in the for you. Meaning that they are not yet done. You get? They want more players to come in. One of the notables is Azpilicueta from Chelsea to play that right back position because Dani Alves left. They will believe that they need to get in a more competent and proven right back. And the player has already agreed personal terms with Barcelona and he wants to join Barcelona from Chelsea. But you know, Barcelona and Chelsea are not in good terms. They are at loggerheads and they are really fighting in there. There is bad blood already built after the loss of a deal of Rafinha and now Jules Kounde. How really Barcelona came in and hijacked these deals from Chelsea. So Chelsea also wants to play hardball for a side which goes by names of Barcelona, but let's wait and see whether their hardball will come in and pay off in here onto this channel, which goes by names of Rokani Media Football. Even Marcos Alonso from Chelsea is one of those options that Barcelona is looking at to go ahead and really strengthen their second option left back at Barcelona after Jordi Alba, because they're really going to play close to 60 games. They don't expect the player who goes by names of Jordi Alba to come in through and really play all those games. Now, to confirm this, that Barcelona is not making its last signing by bringing Jules Kounde. This story has been reported by L'Equipe from France that Bernardo Silva has been offered to FC Barcelona for 80 million euros in the for you. No, I think this is like a contradiction, all another confirmation, all slow news coming in from France. This player, however much he was gotten from France to come to Man City, I know he really has good connections in France either for you, but this player himself did an offer to Barcelona, I think like 2 seasons ago. He said, I want to go to Barcelona, but Barcelona was not in good financial position to sign him. But the coming of Xavi really admires Bernardo Silva and he really wants him at Barcelona. And it said that the ideal midfield 3 of Xavi is Busquets, Pedri, and Bernardo Silva in there for you. So when you look at Barcelona, they're really wanting to get in a player who goes by names of Bernardo Silva, and even the player wants to come in and play for a side which goes by names of Barcelona. So it's not news to me that Bernardo Silva has been offered to a side which goes by names of Barcelona, but even the player had already offered himself to Barcelona like 2 years ago. So it doesn't sound like news to me. So I think it's good news for Xavi because he knows that they need to go in and really sell Frankie de Jong, then they get in that money and then bring in a player who goes by the names of Bernardo Silva, who is not going to be wanting to really getting a lot of salaries in there for you. Because when you look at a player who goes by the names of Frankie de Jong, he is really earning a lot of money in there for you. And let me see the wages of a player of Man City who goes by the names of Bernardo Silva. Let me see Bernardo Silva. How much is he earning? Because I don't think that Barcelona can pay him more than £150,000 a week. Bernardo Silva, where are you? All right. He earns £150,000 a week at Man City. That is affordable for Barcelona according to their current financial situation right about now. So we wait and see how that's going to mature in there for you. But Jules Kounde is finally a Barcelona player and is in Catalonia to undergo his medicals confirmed by FABRIZIO Romano. It's a here we go, and let's wait and see in there for you as Bernardo Silva wants to go to Barcelona in there for you, and Barcelona really willing to go in and spending hard for this player who goes by names of Bernardo Silva. But remember, the De Jong story continues to really stay in the news, and it's continuing boiling in there for you. So wait and see what is going to happen into this game of football in here onto Rokani Media Football. Guys, feel free to go into the comment section, tell me what you think about these deals in there for you of matches of Jules Kounde joining a side which goes by names of Barcelona, then another player who goes by the names of Bernardo Silva being offered to them, and Barcelona wanting more in there for you. Barcelona looks like they're going to sign close to 11 players this season, guys. Wait and see. They might really go in and sign close to 11 players in here onto this channel. I sign out for now. See you later. Rokani David is my name, and Rokani Media Football is the football channel you guys are really watching me on. I sign out for now. I'm out.